Hey, what's going on, you guys? Hope you're having a great day. It's Elizabeth Marasco coming on here with day 2 of the hashtag Beam30 challenge. And what I'm going to be doing is sharing a daily tip for 30 days on different things to help your business grow, whether in terms of like events, marketing, public relations, a lot of different things that can help you, whether you're trying to grow your business online or offline. So a lot of times I hear, as a small business owner, different, I guess, approaches from nonprofits that are looking for help and, are looking for sponsorships or people to get involved. And when I first started my agency, I worked with multiple nonprofits, and at one point I had to step back because there were times that the requests for donations were coming in that were exceeding what even sales were, not even profit, but sales. So a word of caution is, when you start opening up your business, especially if you have a storefront, you may have a lot of different people from many walks of life that are looking for donations, whether it's for kids' soccer teams or multitudes. So in Genesee County, Michigan alone, there's over 400 nonprofits, and it's important for all of them to have the support that they need. But as a small business owner, it's best to look at this as an opportunity that needs to be thought out all the way. And this is what I mean by that is, number one, start to look at different nonprofits that align with your personal beliefs and things that you want to accomplish with your business. It could be something that affected you in a personal way and now you want to give back. Those are great roots to start a relationship with, and I think that's the key, is realizing the opportunity to support a nonprofit can, number one, come from your heart, but can also be a place where it can help you align with other like-minded business people that have the same values, or other people that are involved in a nonprofit that you want to support because you believe in their efforts. So some of the things could come from forms of like sponsoring an event. You might be an entrepreneur that you just don't have time to sit there and stuff baskets or hand out things or do different things or sit at an event handing out water, but you might be able to make a donation for sponsoring a table at an event, or sponsoring that nonprofit to do a marketing push, whatever it is that they're doing, and then you're aligning with their message with your message. So it can be a very wonderful relationship and way to promote what it is that you're doing. And then if you're looking at it like a relationship and not like a one-time in and out, that's how you can start to cultivate things to the next level. So some of the nonprofits that I personally and professionally get involved with are like the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So at Hurley Medical Center, they have Hurley Foundation, and they do all of these different programs that can feed into support the children's hospital and helping kids feel comfortable. But then there's even side groups within Hurley Foundation, like the Breast Cancer Navigator Program. And Marcia Schmidt is the head of that, and they do an event every year. This is it. You can't probably see it's backwards, but it spells Pink Palooza. And it's an event that they bring in different sponsors from different businesses, and they help bring awareness about breast cancer. And then they also take those funds to support local women that are battling breast cancer. So for instance, in that particular event, they take 100% of the proceeds and they donate it to women that are making decisions between, do I pay my medical bill, and continue therapy and get my medicine, or do I pay for food or for the extra gas that I have to take to get to the doctor? So those are events and organizations that are just a couple that are wonderful that I believe in. Another one, even if you can't figure out where to put your effort or funding into, United Way is another one that's wonderful. For that particular organization, what I love is I think it's about every 4 years they go through and they do a census through the community to find out what are the concerns overall of the community, like where are they expressing need. And then United Way goes and funds different nonprofits that correlate with those wishes of the community. So in the past, a focus has been on basic needs like food for the elderly and the young. Also, seniors have been on the growing rise of concerns expressed by the community. Literacy, basic needs, food. That's a huge one. There's still food scarcity in our communities, and there's things that we can do. So that could be something that you look at, connect with your local Genesee County, or not, well, for United Way, it's United Way of Genesee County. And I think that they actually cover several counties, but wherever you're at, look up United Way and they'll be able to point you in the direction of which group that you should, work with. But they can get into different things even from their end of marketing, where they're letting people that are within their community know, hey, this is a business that is valid and they're a contributing member to our community. And it's almost like a way of being introduced to other like-minded people because you're working on the same thing. But remember, it's a two-way road. And the one thing I would suggest is maybe early on, you're checking out different nonprofits that are approaching you and helping in the ways that you can, but then you discover who are a couple that you really want to align with because you believe in their mission and the things that they're doing. And that becomes key, because then you feel good and then they feel good, and it becomes, just overall win-win situation. So, yeah, but I have found it to be wonderful in meeting friends and growing my business. But I also discovered at the beginning, when I was first starting my agency, that my sappy heart could be too expensive. And there's times where it could be easier, like if somebody's asking you to do like an in-kind donation, like donate your services for, whatever, flowers or food or graphic design or billboards. Sometimes it's a good fit because it aligns with you, but sometimes you may be better off to say, instead of doing that, how about if I do a cash donation? Because, they can do great things with that, but then it's about the numbers game, and that's where, as a business owner, you got to crunch the numbers and think all the way through, like this is a long-term relationship, and then find out, if this is somebody that you really want to align with, maybe it's worth making the donation in kind and then also writing a check for sponsoring their efforts. And you'll find that they'll do different things to get your name out there, whether through print or sponsor banners or website promotions. It becomes a win-win situation, and it becomes a message that lasts forever. So, like, for instance, these were t-shirts. What's her name? Deborah, and I can't remember the name of her company, but she had printed these off, and then they sold the t-shirts. And the profit from the t-shirt went to fund local women that were battling breast cancer. But then check it out on the back. I don't know if it'll come through or not. But then we've got the name, or not we, they. I didn't have anything to do with this. They had the names of all the sponsors on the back of the shirt. So this shirt's a couple of years old. And, here I'm looking at, RMI was one of the sponsors that was on there. I don't know who else. But win-win situation. And then years later, they got people cruising around the grocery store in the back of their garden, checking out your logo, your sponsor, and saying, what's that about? And it builds, that's where it goes beyond branding, and this is about cultivating relationships. So look at your business like it's a family. You're not looking to do the quick in and out, sell something real quick on the internet. It's about cultivating relationships, growing, letting people within your community know who you are. And, and then you can do bragging rights if you want of donating or being involved. And, it's great social media content, but that's not really what it's about. This approach is about aligning with people that are like-minded, want to make a difference, and they're passionate about the same thing you are. So for me, I tend to get sucked in by children and seniors because I feel like they are ones that don't have a voice. And, you know, through my own personal experience, I see different ways that we can do things to make a life a little bit better just by doing a couple little things. And people like Hurley Foundation are doing it daily, every day, helping people. I'm not there, but I did my little part to try to help them do what they do best. So it's all I got for you for now. So if you're looking for more tips on growing your business, check out hashtag BEAM30, BEAM 30, and we'll be posting a tip a day. I'm going to try to come on between 5 and 6, you know, after the craziness of work and family and all that, and, you know, hopefully share some good content. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to be talking about tips for aligning with other businesses to grow your business. But it's another one. Got to use a little caution when you're doing it, but it can be very, very fruitful. All right, in the meantime, have a great day, guys. See ya.